Well, my friends, welcome back to Spot On with Link Lauren, a show where we're going to break down the calamities of Hollywood, the circus of Washington, D.C., and everything in between. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, but we have to start off with a feel-good story. Yesterday at the White House, it was Bring Your Kid to Work Day, or as they're calling it, Bring Your Sons and Daughters to Work Day. It's basically the same thing, just a little bit longer. And it was really heartwarming to see Caroline Leavitt, our incredible White House press secretary, who's also a mother herself and juggles it all beautifully. She held a press conference for all the little kids. We have a clip. Take a look.
What's Donald Trump's favorite ice cream? He wants to know. Ooh.
I have seen the president eat ice cream sundaes before with chocolate sauce and some toppings too. Raise your hand if you like ice cream sundaes. It's a very popular policy position to have.
A very popular policy position. That's also a question they would have asked Joe Biden in a serious sit-down interview on CNN. President Trump doesn't ever get those softball questions. Those are all for Joe Biden the last 4 years. What's your favorite kind of ice cream? Do you like ice cream sundaes? But with all the chaos in the world and how disgusting politics can be sometimes, I just loved to see that. But there's one woman I don't love so much who used to occupy the White House, and that is Michelle Obama. So Michelle Obama has been on a little bit of a podcast tour. She's promoting her own podcast. I don't know what the hell it is called, and I don't care. So production, do not tell me in my ear, but Michelle Obama has a new podcast with her brother. So she's going on all these different podcasts to promote it. Basically, it's a bunch of therapy sessions that we're all being subjected to. Now, there are a lot of women, Michelle Obama, Meghan Markle, Mel Robbins, a lot of wealthy women who think they need to put microphones in their house and start complaining about everything going on in their lives. And I know what you're thinking. Link, you just started your new podcast. You're sitting here in your house. Yes, but I'm not worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I don't get on here to complain about my family and how miserable my life is. So Michelle Obama, not only was she first lady, she's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. She has mansions in Martha's Vineyard. She gets on these shows and she just constantly complains. And the level of narcissism from Michelle Obama, I really haven't seen it before, except in Meghan Markle and some of these other women on the national stage. Now, we have some clips we're going to play you and walk down memory lane of Michelle Obama's podcast tour. Let's roll the first clip. Try not to vomit.
People line up for my advice. Mm-hmm. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like, I've written books. I've given speeches. The whole world has listened to me.
The whole world is listening to me. I've written books. I've given speeches. I'm going to say something that we're really not supposed to say. The only reason Michelle Obama is famous is because of the man she married. This is very Meghan Markle-esque, right? Meghan Markle is couching herself as this female founder. She's this entrepreneurial woman. She's this smart soothsayer and prophet. No, you are famous because you bagged an eligible bachelor prince, Meghan Markle. And Michelle Obama, she says, people line up for my advice. People buy my books. I imagine you're probably not buying Michelle Obama's books. If I know my people, I imagine you're not buying her books. I also have to say, I think her book is called Becoming, or she did a documentary called Becoming. And then she was on another show talking about how she's transitioning. Michelle Obama, you need to drop some of these words ending in ing because you sound cringe and terrible. Let's take a look at another horrific podcast clip from Michelle Obama.
Well, in this current climate for me, it's, what's happening to immigrants. So it's not the fear for myself anymore. I drive around in a 4-car motorcade with a police escort. I'm Michelle Obama. I do still worry about my daughters in the world, even though they are somewhat recognizable. So my fears are for what I know is happening out there in streets all over the city. And now that we have leadership that is sort of indiscriminately determining who belongs and who doesn't, I worry for people of color all over this country. And I don't know that we will have the advocates to protect everybody. And that frightens me. It keeps me up at night.
Michelle Obama complaining about deportations when her husband, Barack Obama, was called the deporter in chief is laughable. What was she doing in the White House? Did she not know that her husband was deporting millions of people as well? Criminals who did not belong in the country. But Michelle Obama is becoming one of the most unlikable women in politics, and she just won't go away. She's like a rash you get after spring break in Fort Lauderdale. You try everything, it just sticks around and sticks around. That doesn't apply to me. I'm clean as a whistle, but some of you might know what I'm talking about. And that is who Michelle Obama is. She's becoming this really unlikable woman,